Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. Today's subject I would like to share about the principle of human resource management. Human resource management is an organizational function that concentrates on staffing, recruiting, managing, and directing the people who work for a company. The Human Resource Department deals with employee benefit, compensation, performance, and reward management, wellness, safety, organizational development, employee relation, motivation, etc. Director of HR play a significant and strategic role in managing people as well as workplace culture. It can hugely contribute to a company growth and stability if implemented effectively. It is said to be a process of bringing organization and people together in order to meet the goal of both. In this topic, we are going to learn about the principle of human resource management. I hope you will enjoy watching from the beginning until the end. Human resource management is an umbrella term that is being used to describe the management as well as the development of the employee in organization. It designs various HR tools in order to ensure that employee talent is used efficiently and effectively to accomplish the organizational goal. The most important resource a company has is the manpower. That means people who work for the company. The biggest task is to manage people effectively. This is considered to be the key organizational success. Human resource development is the backbone of the organization as it deals with each and every aspect of the employee. It is multidisciplinary. Example, it applies most of the law, psychology, sociology, and economic discipline. The nature of human resource management. Human resource management is pervasive in nature because it is there in all enterprise. It focuses on the result rather than focusing on the rule and regulation. It helps the employee in order to develop them in a full-fledged way. It makes sure that the employee work hard toward their goal. Though there are many principles of human resource, few of them are described here to understand and tip to actively apply the same in an appropriate way. These principles are very much useful for HR practitioners and professionals to determine how strategic human resource management affects three stakeholders: individual employee, society, and organizational itself. The book Managing Human Aspect by Harvard University Business School Professor Michael Bird and Sir Michael Walton, and Northeastern University Business Professor Bert Spector say that there are four C of human resource management: commitment, competence, cost effectiveness, and congruence. Number one, commitment. This specifies how committed an employee is toward their job. Job security is something that demonstrates their commitment to their job and job duty by ensuring that staffing levels are consistent with the business need. Human resource management fulfills the needs. Human resource management works in such a way that the employee can reasonably expect that they are going to be a long-term employee. The organization always invests in the betterment of its employee in order to make sure that they are committed to their respective job. This may include the training program, goal-setting activity, performance evaluation, etc. Number two is competence. This principle is in support of business development. It also affects employee job satisfaction and how society gets affected by the organization. Successful business always rely on competent and committed employees who understand the performance expectation of their respective employer. Human resource management provide training and orientation sessions to improve the employee skill and knowledge. By doing this, they make sure that the workforce is sustained. Production of reliable product and service is the impact that competence has on society. If competence is not sufficiently taken into consideration, the organization may end up exposing themselves to the legal claim which would be against the product that they are selling or the service that they are providing or rendering. Number three, cost effectiveness. Sometimes a company's budget may become a barrier in order to support the activity of human resource department. Budget may be insufficient to support the activity like recruitment for the new people, training and development of the existing employee, and employee relation. As we all know, human resource department is not a revenue generating department. Due to this, the budget might be the first cut for investing in the HR department. So it is necessary to make that the costs are effectively utilized in the company. This would ensure a smooth process and company may be able to invest more in HR related activity. Number four, congruence. Along with the business overall goal, the attainable workforce management goal must be very much congruent. Goals such as becoming the leader or the head of the particular industry require the focus of HR so that talent and capable workers are being recruited. This would lead to the overall growth of the organization as well as the employee. The employer affects society as it provides various career options, opportunity for the labor market surrounding and also high quality standard for their value customer. Human resource principles are fundamental trusts established by research, investigation, and analysis. The following can also be considered as the principle of human resource management. Number one, the principle of individual development. To offer an equal opportunity to every employee so as to realize his or her potential and capability. Number two, principle of the scientific selection. To place the right individual in the right job. Number three, principle of the free flow of communication to open and encourage upward, downward, formal and informal communication. Number four, principle of the participation to associate with employee to each and every level of decision making. Number five, the principle of fair remuneration to pay fair and equitable wage and salary to the talented employee. Number six, principle of an incentive to review the performance of the employee and to reward them accordingly. Number 7, the principle of the dignity of labor. To treat each and every employee with respect and dignity. Number 8, the principle of labor management cooperation. To promote industrial relations and labor law. Number 9, the principle of team spirit to ensure cooperation and teamwork among the employee. Number 10, the principle of contribution to national prosperity to provide the higher work purpose to all the employees and to contribute to the national prosperity and integrity. What is the importance of HR management? For HR management, we need to remember of the two important points. We need to be fair and we need to be consistent. We need to treat everyone same. When you treat that way, we need to treat the same way in the same occasion. We need to remember we cannot have any exception, should be always the same. We need to be fair to everyone, fair and consistent. We need to know now the word of HR is gone. We don't call HR anymore. We change it to TNC. So what does TNC stand for? It is stand for talent and culture. It must be a good reason. For a long time ago, we called HR manager, and now HR become TNC. It must be a good reason. Because human is not a resource, please forget about the term of HR. It is from the old generation. If we think human is the resource, meaning we are trying to manage people same as we are trying to manage our operation cost. That is why we fail. Human being is not manageable. They don't want to be under control. They want to be under their initiative. If someone asks us to do something, we will not in good mood. We are not there belonging. That is why we cannot manage people, but we can manage by system. Managers are supposed to manage system. When we manage system correctly, then people will manage themselves. So, what is the system we are talking about? Normally, we have many things to manage, so do not waste our time to manage people. The system we are going to talk are below. Number 1, we're going to talk about training. Whenever we receive the complaint from the guest to anyone of our team, did we ever ask ourselves as a manager whether we have done a proper training to our staff or not? So, whenever our staff made any mistake, it's the manager's fault. We, as a manager, did not provide a proper training, so do not blame our team member when they do not deliver the result, while we did not deliver a proper training to them. That is why we call talent that we supposed to work on their talent. Number 2 is SOP. Whenever something not working properly and there is frequently mistake, we need to look into the SOP. There must be a good reason why the same mistake happen at all time. It is the time to look into our SOP and change it if necessary. Sometimes the SOP not right and we keep blaming our team. That is why mistakes happen at all the time. Number 3, talk about the duty roster. We try to push our staff so hard to increase productivity. We push our roommate to clean 11 to 12 rooms per day, but we never spend a single hour for training how to clean the room correctly. So we need to look into the training. Number 4, team structure. Sometimes by changing the team structure, we can maximize the productivity. we can maximize the effectiveness and efficiency only by changing the team structure. Number 5, reporting line. For example, a revenue manager usually report directly to GM. So we can change revenue manager report to the OSM instead of reporting to GM. The reason is if revenue manager report to GM mean revenue against sale. So we can change the reporting line for revenue manager report to the OSM. Another thing, usually Marcom report to the OSM, so we can change Marcom report to GM directly as GM need efficiently. All related to Marcom tasks cannot delay. We need to be fast. For example, we need a new design or a new artwork, so Marcom can come up and check with GM directly, not go through another person to avoid the delay. That is the good reason in changing the reporting line. Number 6, performance evaluation. Normally, we have 5 categories for evaluation form, which is excellent, good, in the middle, bad, and very bad. Now we change to 4 only, which is a very good reason as many people normally rate 3 and submit to GM for approval and claim that the staff are very good that they want to promote, and with the same rate of 3 for the employee that did not perform well and want to finish their contract. If we want to develop people, if we want to maximize the productivity and the result, we need to utilize the performance evaluation form effectively, as it is very powerful tool to evaluate the most potential people to become the next level of higher position. When people do a good job, we need to praise them, and some people did not perform their job properly, we need to give warning and we ask them to sit down and discuss in order to rectify and give them more training. Nevertheless, it is not easy to give the disciplinary action to the staff, but the reason we do that because we care. We want to improve their performance. That's why we carry out the disciplinary action to those underperforming staff and develop them by giving more training. Come out with performance action plan on their weak point that need to improve and keep follow up month by month. Without any performance evaluation form, we cannot improve the performance of our people. Working environment. How often do we check whether all office tools are working well, such as computer, printer, network, and so on? The equipment is very important as it is related to the productivity and working effectiveness. Sometimes we keep blaming our staff. Please work faster while it takes 30 minutes to turn on a computer and take 5 minutes to print 2 pages and take 10 minutes to send out 1 email. So we cannot maximize the productivity and the effectiveness. Number 8, talk about motivation. No matter how smart people are, no matter how hard people are working, people will not enjoy their job. So the most powerful tool we can utilize as a manager is motivation. Number 9, some manager list down all those staff are not well performed in their blacklist. It is not fair at all to those staff. Everyone deserves for a new start. The relationship is not objective. Relationship is subjective. Sometimes you don't have a good relationship with someone, but you may have a good relationship with someone else. It is subjective. So it is not fair to make the blacklist staff, as we are not trying to manage people. Therefore, there is no point to have the blacklist staff. So, as a manager, we need to speak to ourselves why we need to manage by all this system that we are talking about. Normally, we are too busy to manage people. So after we go through all of this system and what we can do for the people is leading. So what do we need to lead people? In order to lead people, we do need trust. When we gain trust from the people will follow us. Trust is not about you made a good decision. So I trust you. I trust you because you always made a good decision for me. I know that you always made a good decision for everyone in the group. So, whenever you decide, I will follow, because I know that you will not make any decision for yourself. You made a decision for every one of us. How do you earn trust? So, trust is everything about leading. In order for us to be a good leader, we should be able to gain trust from our people. Trust is similar to love. And one-time action will never gain trust. It must be happening on a daily basis. We cannot build trust by giving one-time big present. It doesn't matter. We celebrate birthday with the team, dance together, give a chocolate when the staff name appear on the TripAdvisor or another social media, and so on. Only one simple action will not create anything, no impact at all. But with 100 actions, it will be impact. If we celebrate every single birthday, if we show interest and care to our team every day, we celebrate every success together. When any staff who has their performance drop, we express our concern by sit down together and spend our time and energy for that person. And it's happened for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and 1 year. For sure, it will be impact and gain trust from the team. It is exactly same as love. There is no shortcut. As we can see, there are many leadership seminars, but we cannot learn much from that seminar, as there is no secret and no shortcut. It will be happening with our effort on a daily basis only. Some behavior is repeated, we call habit. If habit is common in one group, we call it custom. And if certain custom and belief is becoming general in one society or group, we call it culture. Now we understand why is talent and culture, and what kind of culture we are trying to build is the culture of trust. That is what we are trying to do. Human is not resource. We cannot take advantage of people. We are trying to build a culture of trust. Thank you very much everyone for watching from the beginning until the end, and I do hope it is useful for everyone who are interested. Wish everyone all the best and stay tuned for the next subject. Bye bye.